We're back. I think. Probably.
Probably. Also, I have to agree. Seraphimon does look very cool. That was the important thing I had to give.
There we go.
Is Seraphimon looks very cool. So I can't believe that we started a stream and I didn't complain. I didn't remember to complain about Pokemon Unite. Amazing. Anyway, this is how I'm sneaking in to complain about Pokemon Unite when it says go and then you still have to wait like 5 seconds for it to actually start.
How you doing, Tails?
I will never not hate it. I have played as many matches as I've played, and I still, every time, I'm just like, why are you saying go and we have to wait this long? Like, I get the pause at the beginning, you're trying to make everything synced and making sure everything's connected and solid and all that is fine. Why'd you say go if we're not actually going? How are you doing, Lyra?
Better than you, it sounds like. So anyways, I went to Restream to set it up. Noticed I didn't change the name to be different from last stream's name. On YouTube, went to do that and forgot to come back to Restream to set it to go through the right place.
Something, Lyra, I know, aren't you excited for when this is over and you're only streaming to Twitch?
I'm so excited for when this is over and I'm only streaming to Twitch. I have such a hard time remembering to schedule the streams on YouTube. Like, remembering to do it at a time when I can remember it. Like, I remembered so many times this week, hey, I should schedule the Digimon stream early enough for people to see it before it goes up. And I sure did not schedule it until 1 p.m. when it was supposed to start.
So what I'm hearing is that I gotta bully you more. Understood. That's the words I'm hearing. That's definitely what you're meaning to say. And that's what I'm gonna do.
You know,
perfect. Good talk.
I'll take it. It's not like you're bullying me for long anyways.
Exactly. And don't worry, I'll find something new to bully you about afterwards. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done?
What have you done?
I accidentally refreshed the Tumblr page I was browsing down. So I went back to the very top. Lyra, I haven't checked my Tumblr in like 3 days. I was so far down.
How you doing?
Lyra, I was so far down. I'll never recover. I'll never recover from this. I cannot believe. How can this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. That's all I know of that song.
Hey, that's more than 9. All I knew was, how could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
I always feel bad when I would do that meme because Nyx actually like knows that whole song. And I do it and like that's it. I know it's an actual song you like. That's it. That's all you get to know. That's all we get to hear.
Oh no. Happy specified take a sip of water.
Ha ha ha. But here's the thing, Happy. I have water. I have both. Sometimes you just have to have a cup of coffee and have some water on the side. So Lyra, are you excited about the crimes that we're probably committing today?
So excited.
I can't wait for whatever crimes is happening, and also whenever Kyoko, whenever Bipple reveals her, it's probably going to be a good guy. One that I don't know what's going to happen. I'm fair. Bipple shouldn't be human. Something about one, the way she dresses, and two, once in a while she does thing. And I think of that moment in Pokemon Legends where it's like, why do you say you're not one of them? Like, she'll say something about humans, and I'm like, why are you saying that? Like, you're a human. And now they've introduced Digimon disguised as humans, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Bipple, you're not a human, and by that I mean I don't want you to be a human. Why are you dressed like that?
So I just want to note that it cut out like half of your rant.
I'm choosing to blame Bipple for this. How? I don't know, but I don't like Bipple, so it's Bipple's fault. Whenever Bipple reveals her, cuts out.
I think she's been revealing far too much of her.
I'm being discriminated against. This is Bipple hatred erasure. Anyway, something. Bipple keeps saying stuff like, humans sure are something. And I'm just suddenly what's her name in PLA with Volo, where it's like, why are you saying it like that? Why are you talking like you're not one of them?
Tastes like chicken.
Your water still shouldn't taste like chicken. I cannot express how much your water should not taste like chicken.
Tails, I didn't take a sip of my water.
Oh, this is gonna be worse somehow.
It's not. I took a bite of my chicken fry, so I'm literally eating chicken right now.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say I took a sip of my soda, and I was gonna say that's not better. That's not better.
I expected you to like say, "Is it your soda?" Which is why I paused there. And I was gonna be like, "No, it's my chicken. My chicken tastes like chicken." See, Tails, every now and then I'm normal. It's very rare, but it happens. Look at my little tail.
It's a good tail.
It's adorable.
Similar to me, who's a good tails.
Hey.
Hey.
So I started playing Hacker's Memory since we last spoke. Well, we last streamed Digimon. And, fun time.
Fun time?
It feels like, they actually looked into what hacking was a little bit before making it. Like, it still has the, like, funky in-universe stuff like Digimon and all that, but if they're, like, talking about malware and uploading bugs and this, that, and like, oh, they're doing it now. They're using the hacker terms.
I'm proud of them. They got there. Finally, but they got there.
Boom.
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 Boom. So, Lyra,
So, Tails.
we're in a new chapter now.
We are in a new chapter now.
So, that means there's a whole bunch of dumb side missions for us to deal with. Why do I say it that way? Something, everything about dealing with Edamon that one time. I forgot our team is 3 max level platinum new.
No, that's fine.
So, Lyra, I don't know if maybe you want to go and replace those to switch up the team members a little for some variety.
That might be a good idea.
Oh, yeah, didn't we talk last time? Something, you wanted some more variety with something. You wanted more like virus megas or something?
Yeah. I don't know if I said it. Oh, neat.
Huh.
I don't know if I said it on stream or just to you. But I've been playing on my other file. By the way, look guys, I did it. I finally beat the game.
Woo!
Also, you can see me playing the other game. But in my playings of that one, I have noticed that only having a virus healer as the healer can run into trouble when bosses are data.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they're building up a lot of fighting these royal knights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like these royal knights are like, for the most part, supposed to be like more misguided than bad, so there's not really any viruses among them. They're all either data or vaccine.
I'm sensing the problem.
Well, I think one of them is virus, and I just realized we're not going to go beat them up yet. Oh, I 2 of them. Because, what's his face? Gallantmon is virus, but also Gallantmon is on our side, so...
So I'm sensing the problem.
What are these 2 missions down here? We have Arrow Vidramon's property and Clockmon's property. Let's not do those. I haven't looked at this one yet. Oh, I must have scrolled over it so fast I saw the name but didn't get the new to go away. So do you want Poor Cool Digimon, Constant Bragging, Not Enough Food, or Dr. Datamon Develops Medicine?
As somebody who can sympathize, not enough food. We gotta fix that.
Ooh, an Aegis Apple. And Vigor Mushroom. Growlmon, my master is really sad. Oh, Growlmon wanting more food. You know, Mr. Bread.
Mr. Bread.
My master's really sad and doesn't even eat. I want to make some good food, but I can't do it. Help me. This feels kind of in character for, like, Tamer's Guillemon. Like, Takato is sad. The best way to be not sad is to eat food, right? So I want to make him some food. What?
It's not wrong.
Am I right? Isn't it in character?
It is. I'm still mad that my Bipple rant got cut short.
It's funny, it actually didn't get cut short, like the first half of it got cut, and we heard the second half.
Rude. The whole thing was important.
I need like 5 megas to be able to delete encounters, right?
Sure.
Oh, there you are. I can't climb this.
No, you can't. Can't wait to make bread and make this entire thing okay.
Make everything okay with bread. How do I get down there?
I'm ready for this.
Hold on, sometimes it boots you out of the dungeon. The second you finish. I'm gonna go find that treasure real quick. It's important. Right, Tails?
It is. It's very important. Watch the treasure be like nothing at all.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be the best item we've ever seen in the game. That was experience candy equivalents. I didn't catch what level they were, but that was a pretty good find. If it was anything above E, it was a pretty great find.
Yeah, you clicked through it too fast. I couldn't see what it was.
I don't remember how many I have, because I think I have all of them. I don't have A. I think I only had 3 E's. I don't know. I can't tell. You know what this game needs? A run button.
Yes. Yes, it does. Tails, why are you saying that with such conviction even though you've never played? All games could use a run button.
Hello. You're here for about the case, right? Thank you for taking this on. The truth is, recently our master hasn't been feeling well. Her appetite is gone, and she hasn't been eating her meals. If she keeps not eating like this, I'm sure she'll faint. So I was thinking of making her some of her favorite ramen. So as I need more bones to make the broth, I'd like you to get one from Ogremon. Pretty sure Ogremon is somewhere around here, so please go find him. So is it gonna be like he's standing around here somewhere? Or are we just gonna have to beat up random Ogremon that spawn in? Judging by the fact that I haven't seen a single Digimon since I walked on here, and suddenly they're starting to spawn, I'm guessing we're gonna have to beat them up.
So,
Whoa.
do you ever just bite into an apple that's so juicy that the juice immediately goes down your throat and makes you start coughing?
No. Fortunately.
Anyway, this apple is very juicy. Oh. Lyra, are you bullying children?
No.
Lyra, I'm looking at you bullying a child.
That's an illusion.
Lyra, I watched you bully a child.
Sounds fake, to be honest.
Lyra, I thought you were all about adopting children, not bullying them. Jeez.
I can't believe Tails is smudging my good name.
You're smudging your good name. You did it live on stream.
No, it's fine. But no one was thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, hey, there you are. Hello. What do you want with me? You know, your bones. Give me your bones. Those are tails. What's up?
First off, that's quite a way to pitch it to someone, Lyra. Second of all, when I started humming is when Ogremon came on screen for me. And like, look, you don't have to have clothes on your Digimon. If you do, you can't have it be a skirt that's short. That's not covering anything, and it's split in the worst possible spot. And the fact that there's clothes there makes you think there needs to be clothes there. So it needs to not.
It kind of gives the vibes of that one Fire Emblem Awakening thing, where there's like a little fan service-y scene where a girl was like wearing like just underwear. And in the American version, they decided to censor it by like having a little curtain go over it. But it covers so little of it, it just makes it look like she's naked instead.
Basically, yeah, that's the vibes. That's the vibes. So
anyway, has she been sent by Gromon to borrow a bone from me? That might be a problem. You see,
by the way, you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
You see, this bone is a trophy I took from School Greymon when I beat him. I can't let it go so easily, I'm afraid. But well, Gromon is a friend of mine. When you put it that way, I suppose I'm okay with it. If you play with me first. If you beat me, I'll lend you the bone. You ready? Speaking of run buttons that we were talking about a bit back, one thing I find funny about them is well, for example, for the longest time, 3D Zelda games didn't have a run button. And then Skyward Sword was the first one that had one. And like Skyward Sword Link, if you just walk, moves at the exact same speed any Link does. But because the run speed is locked behind a stamina bar, everyone feels like you're moving slower.
So it gets pilloried where it shouldn't, because it has an option to go faster, but because of the way it works, it feels slower when you play it. Something Pokemon Legends Arceus, though.
I think the thing about Pokemon Legends Arceus is it doesn't show you the stamina meter.
I can't tell if that makes it worse or better.
It makes it worse because it's just like, for some reason, you can't. It's kind of hard to tell why you stop being able to run.
Or why you can only run for short periods when, if you do it from walking, you can run for so long. What was I gonna say? Shout out to, I think it was Elden Ring, where if you're not in a combat situation, you can just run forever, stamina bar be damned. Just anything that lets me run, please do that in the future. Because, like, there's no harm to just being able to continuously run around Jubilife City. If nothing else, it makes it even funnier that you're just some weirdo who fell out of a hole of time into here, and you are just booking it everywhere. Also, Lyra, in a seemingly unrelated question, have you ever played any games from the Suikoden franchise?
Nope.
So you haven't seen the world's funniest run cycle. You haven't seen the worst run cycle known to man. Lyra. Their walking animation is like a light jog animation, so kind of their arms come up a little to do the pump. But when running, they just did the same animation but sped it up, complete with like the sound effects of like a hard thump because you're wearing kind of armory stuff, and so it just you like tap 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 as you do this weird sped up light run animation, but you move so fast. The run is like really, really fast, and so it's just the most like ungodly mix of like this light jog animation that does not fit the speed you're doing at, and a super fast tap 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 noise constantly. And it's so funny, and every time I go to try to replay Suikoden 4 and I see that damn run animation, I lose it for a like I know it's coming. I've seen it. I've grown up with it. I had that game since it was like new in the States, and it's still the funniest, most awful run cycle I've ever seen in a video game, and it makes me lose my absolute shit every single time.
Beautiful. I sure worked up a hell of a sweat. A promise to promise, I guess. Here, take it. Ogremon bone. Make sure you tell Gromon to bring it back to me when he's finished. Oh, this is for cooking with? What? Are you guys insane? So, did we tell him, oh, we can't bring it back because we're making it into ramen? And then run off when he was like, wait, no, stop.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Aww. It's fine. It's gonna go fine. We're gonna do this. We're gonna return it. It's all gonna be fine.
Nothing bad will happen.
Nothing bad will happen.
Turned in Ogremon's bone. Ah, this is perfect, thank you. At this, I should be able to finish the ramen. Just wait a second. Hopefully for Ogremon's sake, it's just, like, stirring it. Then I've made the ramen. I'd like to take to my master and eat him. How well do the senses work in eating?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't crush his dreams. Don't.
You want me to bring it here in person? I couldn't do it. It's too embarrassing. It's the first time I've ever given my master a gift, you see. Master should be at the entrance to Eden, so if you wouldn't mind. Weak. Whee! Home gate. No? Oh, yes, but no. Well, yes, but actually no.
So, one thing I do have to say I'm not a fan of, and I get it's just a translation thing, don't like them calling the humans masters. Not a fan. Change it to something like partner or something. It's fun, it's cute, friend, something that's not masters.
Yeah.
This is open for like any translation of anything ever. Especially if there's some sort of focus on being partners and friends. Please.
Yeah,
please.
especially like there's such a heavy focus on, hey, Digimon and humans are equals. That when all the Digimon call their human partners master, that kind of like hurts that very core of this narrative.
Yeah.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? I'm in a bad mood. Leave me alone. Want some soup? What's this, ramen? But you're a complete stranger. How do you know it's my favorite food? Wait, where did you even get that? I'm on a diet right now. I'm not eating meals. Well, I was worried about you. Put everything you had into making this. He also said you should stop obsessing about your weight. Let's skip that part.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Mom. So, and you're saying he made this? No, I can't. I'm not allowed to eat ramen or cake or anything like that while I'm on my diet. But it smells so delicious. Something. How much does eating ramen and eating affect your actual weight?
Yeah.
It smells so delicious. Maybe just a little bit. That didn't sound like a little bit. Did you hear the strong slurp?
Yeah, I turned it on because you said that. It's fine. Don't comment on it.
It's delicious. It's so delicious. I just can't. It's weird. I just can't get enough. Oh, you're here. That was the first meal my master's eaten in 3 days. I don't think that's how diets work.
It's how the terrible kind work.
She hadn't eaten anything and her health was deteriorating. I was worried. But she's okay. She's okay again. Now that I've given her this delicious ramen, she will surely start eating again. Hopefully. Thank you so much for your help. If it wasn't for you, my master wouldn't have recovered.
Every once in a while, this game just touches on stuff it has no fucking business touching on. It's so cute and fun. Like most of the time, it's standard anime stuff at most. But then every once in a while, it touches on stuff like this, and I'm like, you stop. You clearly are not good enough to be discussing this like this, please. You're not going to give it what it needs, please. This person is definitely starting a disordered eating habit at the very best case scenario. I'm glad that the one meal put her on the right track, surely forever. Now that's all you need to do, please.
That's right. She's back to normal. There's nothing to worry about. What would there be worry about, Tails? That sounds like you're worrying about stuff when there's nothing to worry about. Like Gromlin said she'll eat now, and this is good. Everything's good. Everything's better now, Tails.
Stop touching on this stuff if you can't or don't want to give it time. It's fine if you don't, but then just don't bring it up. It's easy.
But Tails, look. Our client is kind-hearted girl. She saw a Melagramon when she was walking outside. It looks so cold and sad. Do you take a blanket to it?
Yes, kind-hearted girl. I love this. See? This is good. I actually, that was actually part of what I was going to say about also the translating to master thing. Part of the problem is just also that it's not touched on. Oh, it took you directly there. I'll let you get this started.
Oh, detective, please, I have a favor to ask you. So when I went out to Shinjuku with my mother the other day, I saw this mysterious navy blue creature. I asked my friend, he had that smellogram on. But anyways, his face looked really sad and he looked cold, like he was going to freeze to death. So I want to give the creature a warm quilt as a present. You come with me to that store over there? Teleport! Hey, please come inside and see our quilts. Today there's a sale on a special lower price just for you today. Oh, look at that. That blanket looks really fluffy and warm. Oh, well, miss, you certainly have good eye. This blanket's made of high-quality materials. Just ask your babysitter if you can get it. Oh, please, detective, please buy this one. I'm sure the creature will really like it. This blanket was originally 12,000 yen, but it's on sale for only 10,000 today. It sure is a good thing I've been messing with the farm and have so much money.
So it's like on one hand, that's a fucking ripoff. On another hand, you have so much money, it's your absolutely fine place to be ripped off.
It's just $100 blanket. Okay, let's get it. Nice chillin'. Take it before I change my mind. I forgot one blanket. Thank you, I'm sure this will make the creature happy. My mom says I'm not allowed to go too far away, so I'd like you to take this to the creature instead. Please, detective. I forget where she said it was.
Can you check the details of the mission anywhere?
Probably. It's probably in the profile that you love so much, because it has our art. What were you saying about the master thing?
Oh, what I was gonna say was part of the issue of it is just that it's not actually remarked upon by the narrative at all. 'Cause like the idea that you start out this game and they call the humans master for whatever reason, it can work in a narrative like this that's stressing out how they're actually equal. Like imagine a version of that where they do refer to it as master or whatever, and Nokia and like you and Nokia are the only ones to refer to them as your friends or partners or as equals, right? And now that we're starting, as Nokia's influence spreads, we start to see more stuff where it's the humans and Digimon referring to themselves as equals. And then like now in this place you see it starts to be like more and more people, and it's like that's the part of the part of the narrative. So it's like if it used the whole master comment to like say something or showcase something in the narrative that it wanted to touch on, it could totally do that. But it just doesn't. It just totally takes for granted that the humans are referred to as masters in a way that, like you said, hurts the very core of the narrative here. So also, this is funnier than it should be.
Me running in circles.
You doing your best. Good friend. Good friend.
Irk. Damn, huh? What is it? If you don't want anything, just go away. I'll bite you. Did I get a ding through my earbud? Tails, did that come from you?
I don't think so.
Did anyone else hear that? Or am I just crazy? Huh. A little human girl got this for me? I look so cold, so she asked you to bring me this? Wow. Oh, it's so warm. But to be honest, I wasn't actually cold. After I came to this world, I was afraid some heartless humans would attack me, so I quickly changed my body. But because I rushed the changes, my body hasn't caught up yet, so I'm walking around in pain like this. I suppose I must have looked cold. This blanket is super warm. Humans are actually very nice. Could you give this to that little girl, please? An old music box. Please tell her I said thanks for the blanket. Something, something, something. I really wish these were close to the top. Why are they below stuff you can only use out of battle? Stuff you can only use in battle.
I don't know. That's a weird setup, to be honest.
Yeah, like I feel like it should be in between like the medical sprays and like the status curing stuff, because you can only use the status curing stuff in battle, the revives, the stat boosting stuff. All that you can only use in battle, so it's not going to matter on the overworld. So it may make sense for this to be above it all. Who was the lady? My least favorite type of mission are the ones that teleport you to the client at the start, but not at the end. Because then you never learned where they were.
Yeah.
Detective, You don't have the blanket, so you found the creature, right? Was he happy with it? Really, that's great. Huh? Creature gave me a present? Ah. The odd-shaped music box plays a sweet tune from the palm of the little girl's hand. I don't know what to say, but for some reason I feel all warm and tingly. Even though it's a little cold today, that's weird. Detective, thank you for taking my case. You see, I'm moving to Hokkaido tomorrow. I was feeling sad about having to leave all my friends, but hearing this has made me feel better. A bean.
A child.
A child.
It's really funny to me. How long has it been since Digimon just appeared here?
I think at least a week.
Yeah, because my brain tells me that, like, the moving is in response to the fact that there are just fucking monsters here now. But it feels like overall we just really narratively don't grapple with the fact that fucking monsters are here now.
That's fine. Look, we're top cyber sleuth now.
I don't even necessarily mean that in a horrible way. I just mean it's really fun, the idea that there are just monsters here now. Like, there's a lot that could be done with this. Why do we not have a story about a kid who brought, like, an Elecmon home and was like, Mom, can I keep it? And the whole thing is, help me convince my mom to keep this. This is my pet. Like, come on. It's so good. Do you have to make the don't feed the duck sign say like don't feed the Digimon? If they can get their hands on money, do some restaurants just like have their best customers now be Digimon because of how much more they can eat? Like, come on. This is fun stuff that you're just neglecting. It's just right here.
Alright, Tail, should we go for Dr. Datamon develops medicine or constant bragging?
Let's do developing medicine, because then we have a reason for constant bragging.
Dr. Datamon at Central Hospital, I'm a famous expert at making Digimon medicine. Call me Dr. Datamon. I need help with my research. Also, imagine not being the Digimon. They need to eat too. You know what stings about Generation 1 Pokemon?
Let's see. It's level curve. It's actual, the way the programming works, that it completely broke stuff. The fact that Psychic type is just genuinely the best kind of type there is. The way the Safari Zone is set up with like 2 important things that you need. One of them that you're not even clued into. The way that the gym leaders are, like, the gyms are set up where it's like there's like level 36 trainers with the level 50 gym leader. Do I need to go on?
I like how I said, do you want to know what's annoying about Generation 1 Pokemon? And Tails said, do you want the list chronologically or alphabetically?
You're welcome. But anyway, what specific thing are we adding to the list today?
You know how, like, in modern ones and, like, most things, you can, like, press to the right and it skips forward 10? When you're, like, shopping?
Oh, yeah.
So if you, like, want to buy 10 Pokeballs, you hit the Pokeball, press right? Mm-hmm. Can't do that in Generation 1. You have to scroll one by one.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Hate it.
On top of that, it does not stop you when you hit the maximum amount you can buy with the money you have.
Oh, great. Anyway, once again, I know that there's like probably more valid things, but the reason I can't go back to Gen 1 is because of UI like this. It's not the graphics that get me. It's not anything like that. It's not even how slow the systems can be for some of them, as much as I love to complain about Gen 4. It's genuinely just the UI.
It was funny. The last time you said something like this, you were like, it's not. People are like, oh, I can't go back because of the physical special split. And what really gets me is the UI. But when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, this stuff like not having this physical special split is why I will go back to old generations. Like that's something that changes how you play the game, as opposed to like this stuff, which is just like it makes it harder to play the game. Like no physical special split and no abilities and no hold items. It changes. It doesn't make the games harder. It just changes how you play them. Hi, thank you for coming here, Detective. I'm Digimon. Everyone calls me Dr. Digimon, though. The reason I have called you here, as I'm sure you well know, is to help me with the development of my new medicine. I, of course, mix medical... Woohoo! I didn't know you could do this. Woohoo! I, of course, mix milk concoctions together. However, I need you to go and gather the medical plants I need for this. The plants should be in this digital space, but I need you to go and collect them for me. Where instead of... Tails, where are they?
That's a great question, Lyra. Where are they?
In the treasure chest?
Hopefully.
Nope. That's money items. Lord knows we need money.
Yeah, after that $120 blanket.
Hey, we only spent $100 on it.
Not the greatest defense.
It was a steal. We saved $20 on it.
Huh.
How much do blankets cost?
I think it depends on where you're getting it, the material used to make it, how long it's theoretically supposed to last.
Probably size too, right?
Yeah. Though some throw blankets are stupid expensive for being tiny.
Oh. These are not babies. I like how when you look at the names of like the evil Agumon line and the evil or the virus Agumon line and the virus Gabumon line, you can tell that Black War Greymon was like the only one that was like meant to exist. Because they're all like Agumon black, Gabumon black, or Greymon blue, Garurumon blue. But then the Black War Greymon has like the actual name.
No, it's fine. It's just fun side names that were definitely planned from the beginning. It's fine.
Or at the very least, the only one that was like made for a story.
Yeah.
Tails, there's nothing here, Ryan. Just tell me.
Because you learn better if you experience the disappointment yourself.
I can't believe Tails wanted me to experience disappointment.
It's the only way you'll learn.
By being disappointed? Oh, that's a spirit bomb, sir. Sir, I know I don't like Rapidmon much, but that it is still a Terriermon evolution, and you just did 1,500 damage to it.
So. Fucking dead.
We're making some pretty good progress. We have over half of the... Why can't I find any of these? We're over halfway through the side missions and it hasn't even been an hour.
It's because we're just so powerful.
We're just so powerful. Did I already go in this one? I have a request. Don't slaughter it with 1,500 damage. I just said don't. You're good?
The apple's really juicy, Lyra.
Okay, at least I didn't kill you.
Thanks. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you didn't cause it. I'm still suffering, but you know.
Don't die?
Anyway.
You can live?
Something, I'm fine. No thanks to you.
I found it. You just took going everywhere. How did you go? Did you find the plants? You found this. These are, wow, simply fine quality plants. Thank you. However, my apologies, but I need another 2 in order to make my medicine. Oh, new two. Anyways, Glucimon's wings and Platinum Sukumon's thing. Combine Glucimon's wing by picking things up from the ground, just like the others, but Platinum Sukumon's thing is a different story. Sometimes a Platinum Sukumon appears around here and drops when he's defeated. Be patient, but please do your best and look out for it. Thank you. Hey, look, it's a thing. That took much less time to find than the first thing.
Whoa! So in the comments, Happy had said, "Don't feed the Digimon." When I was talking about, like, you know, you got to do a "Don't feed the duck" sign, but also the Digimon. The also addendum: don't feed the tails. I guess.
In fairness, you are a Digimon on our.
I am, and you shouldn't feed me.
Spirit
I'll
bomb!
choke on the juice of an apple. And Lord knows Lyra is not going to help. She's just going to be like, "Thank God I didn't make her bite into that apple."
Hey. I'm too far away to help.
Mm-hmm. It's not even that. It's the your first thing was, "Oh, it's fine. It wasn't me." Not how you doing, Tails. Not it's gonna be okay. Hey. Not maybe sip some water. I was like, "Oh, cool. Hey. This isn't not my circus. Not my monkeys.
Hey.
This isn't my problem."
In fairness, my first thing was, "How you doing, Tails?" And then after you said, "Fine, just choking on apple juice," then I was like, "Oh, good, it's not me."
Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome. How'd it go? Did you find them? Oh, that's it. Oh, the color and texture of these Glucimon wings just picked up. They'll be perfect for this medical mixture. The Platinum Sukumon's thing is even shinier than a bare metal. That's amazing. Truly amazing. Now, why are you squinting at me like that? Let's see, Detective. I'll be able to make some very high quality medicine. With these amazing ingredients, I'll be able to create a medicine that nourishes Digimon, improves general body function, and... Oh, why are you making that horrible face at me? Anyways, job well done, Detective. Thanks for assisting me with this. I believe the case has now been solved. I'm sure it's fine. Fun fact, there are 2 more parts to this mission. which will both be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Bidoof to take over.
It's time for what?
Bidoof to take over.
I believe in Bidoof.
I also believe in Bidoof. If anybody saw me like veer off to the left and walk into the wall, that's that's because
That thing that just happened?
That's because I put the controller in Bidoof's hands and I'm holding like the controller and Bidoof's little paws at the same time.
Sure, blame Bidoof.
Hey, 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 hey.
Uh-huh.
Rude. Alright, all that's left is constant bragging.
Constant bragging.
Bancho Leomon won't stop bragging. My friend warned me. Someone please make Bancho Leomon stop, said Betamon in Akihabara. There's good news. Betamon is excellent. Why do you suppose it's called Betamon? No dying.
No dying.
No dying. Quick, somebody do a hydrate for Tails.
No, it's fine. I'm making a clip. No, don't make me hydrate. There we go.
Wow, somebody in some random person in the chat seems to redeem the hydrate.
Some random person in the chat, huh? Lyra, don't steal my shtick. Okay, that's an O. God damn it! The worst thing is, I checked it earlier, but it didn't go away because I didn't actually scroll down all the way. So it just stayed there.
That's a child. I have to flee, otherwise Tails will tease me for it.
It's true. I'm posting that in your Median Memes channel.
I can't believe after so long of not posting them there, this is the one you do.
It's you being like, no, it's fine. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not worried about Tails. As long as I didn't cause Tails' untimely demise.
There's a child over there.
On that note, will you deal with the children? I'm going to be right back. Okay?
I'll be right here.
Everyone in chat, behave while I'm gone. This especially goes to Zero if she's out there somewhere. Okay?
Behave, Zero.
I don't want to see anything of what happened like yesterday, okay? Happy, I'm staring at you. I see you think you're invisible, but I'm highlighting your name so I can see it. I'm looking at you. Behave. Alright. Whoop.
Whoop. Oh look, Happy's here. How you doing, Happy? Time. Look, you see this? I'm totally ripped. They should call me... I can't believe Tails left right before they said bad words. How am I supposed to read the dialogue when you're saying bad words? Tails isn't here. They should call me Super Cool Leomon for having such an amazing physique. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Scratch that, doesn't matter. Come over here and listen to this anyway. Come on, don't be such a wuss. Let me tell you what Bancho means. How Bancho is only given to those who have experienced many battles, hardships, and strife, but still manages to stand on their own 2 feet. And that's what a Bancho is. The power comes from the effort you put in every day to be true to the justice you believe in. What do you have to say? This is the first time Bancho Leomon has grabbed me too. By the looks of it, he's always like this. I heard he can go on bragging non-stop for 3 hours once he gets started. I feel sorry for my friends who have to put up with him. Getting really tired of this. What do you have to say now? Only 5 Digimon have earned the title of Bancho. Banchos are basically the greatest Digimon of all among them. I am the greatest of all Banchos. What's the matter? You scared? Now you mention it. Other than you, who else has the title of Bancho? Well, there have been 5. Isn't that the number? So, you Digivolve into Bancho Leomon and just call yourself Bancho, right? That's, what the hell? This is stupid. I'm going home. Stop. You think you could just make fun of me like that and get away with it? I'll show you. I'll show you just how strong a Bancho is. Oh, hey you! Don't just stand there. Help! And I think as a Leomon, you are... Ow. Vaccine? Yes. Sweet, I'm in the right spot. Myrtleize him! Here? Oh, that did far less damage than I was hoping it would. Ow. Tails, hold this! How much does this do? Yeah! Yeah! Ooh, I'm glad it has a confirm. I almost used the wrong move. Yep. Did it. Dunked on. I got a medal. A Bancho Leomon medal. Okay, like Venomon said, I accept that you're stronger than me. But please, don't tell anyone about this. So you're saying anyone can call themselves a Bancho if they become a Bancho Leomon? That's what Bancho means, to be a Digimon that all other Digimon respect. If you keep quiet, I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Well, do you know what I've said I had to do? Stop bragging. Please stop bragging. Or could you please stop bragging? What? Everyone hates my long-winded stories? You mean I have to stop bragging, but I love it so much? I understand. I'm sorry. I bother you with my company. Great! You know, it's nice to hear them once in a while, though. Your stories, I mean. Just maybe try to keep them a bit shorter. Thank you, Maidamon.
I come back to, hey, can you please stop being like a bit of a jerk? He's like, but I love being a bit of a jerk so much.
Tails, you're back.
I'm back.
Tails, you left and they immediately started saying bad words.
What?
How am I How am I supposed to read the bad words if you're not here to say them for me?
I'm sorry. You just have to read the bad words, Lyra. You can say the bad words.
But Tails, they're bad words.
You're allowed. Lyra. It's okay. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you, and some of them are just so versatile.
But
like you can just use fuck anywhere.
Great work. What do you say I pour you a cup of coffee for your trouble?
Oh.
I think that means we're all set to go to... What's that place called? You know, from that one Digimon movie?
Nope, got nothing.
Odaiba.
Ah.
You remember that one, right?
The term Odaiba? Yes. Which part of what movie? No.
The part where there are kids and Digimon are destroying the town. Like little kids.
No,
like
yeah. Looking at the screen, I do have to say, something is familiar.
It looks like you've arrived in Odaiba. Been monitoring the state of the digital waves occurring in the various areas. But the values around Odaiba have suddenly increased. As Suedo said, they had technology control eaters using digital waves. In other words, controlling the eaters. The eater that paying an Xmon might allow the control of Xmon himself. Allowing them to take control of such a vastly superior Digimon would be a terrible blow up to our side. We must prevent this from happening, if at all possible. You know, something. All the Digimon movies are A, canon, and B, like, intended to be canon.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't try to, like, be like, oh, it's canon, but also we're gonna ignore everything that happened in them. Like Pokemon movies do. Okay, so basically the anime that I mainly watch the movies for are Pokemon, Digimon, and Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball Z movie. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z movies are straight up not canon, and then Pokemon ones are, they try to say they're canon, but there's no way they can possibly be canon.
Mm-hmm.
The Digimon is the only, like, anime that I watch where the movies are canon and, like, stuff is from them is then mentioned in the show.
Ah.
And, like, I believe there's the movie, I don't know if it came first or second, but there's a movie with this area where it's like all of the 8 Digi-destined as little babies. And like Tai and Kari find a little Koromon, and it grows up into a giant Greymon, and then it fights a bird, and then they disappear suddenly. That is directly called out in the adventure anime. And then also the other movie. I don't know. I think the first Digimon movie is 3 movies in Japanese stitched together.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the case.
I knew it was at least 2. But I love the idea that there's just bits and pieces of a third one.
Yeah, I think the first one gets relatively uncut because it might be less of a movie and more like a special that was maybe like 40 minutes long or something like that. Maybe even 20. It doesn't feel they feel it's like the little backstory segment, the fighting on the internet, and then there's the bit with Terriermon. And they feel more chopped up the more you go on. Glances at that time. Davis is like in tears. And Terriermon's partner is like, hey, I'm the one that should be sad, not you. And he's just like, okay.
Okay.
There's a whole logical scene to like that in the Japanese version, by the way.
On one hand, that is absolutely chopped up and like bad. On the other hand, that's one of the standout moments of that movie for me in my head. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world.
Beautiful. But for the second one, the one where they're like on the internet, and that's the big Omnimon one. When they start introducing DNA digivolving to Adventure 2, they directly bring up Omnimon as the first time that happened.
Huh.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. It's super neat. Anyways, the thing that made me remember this is actually the fact that I remember that there are lower quality anime versions of scenes from those movies.
Huh.
What's that?
I just realized we're on the farm again. I forgot to chastise you for ignoring our children.
Haha! You fool!
I can't believe I forgot to chastise you. A perfectly good bullying ability just went right out the window.
Boom. But also I generally don't like to check the farm. Well, not the farm necessarily, but like the children, because I can be in there for like 15 minutes seeing who needs to evolve and not. So I do like to avoid doing that on stream.
Fair, but also I like it to bully.
Counterpoint. Rude. I should sell the stuff I have to sell.
You should, because you know what you need right now in this instance? More money. Yeah, absolutely.
We just spent so much money helping that girl buy a $100 blanket.
So clearly what you need right now in this instance is more money, right this second.
Yeah, right this second. Watch this. Does one of these cost more than the blanket did, even at the full price?
Yes.
So anyways, cash money, my friends. So anyways, I'm gonna save because I think I'm properly prepared. I actually don't need these 2 save slots anymore because I think even if I play Hacker's Memory and accidentally save into the wrong thing, it's gonna go on to the other side and not actually affect this save. I think it might affect this save, but not in a bad way.
Ah.
Maybe it's friendly.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Well, that thing's totally huge, isn't it? Isn't that against the rules? If that thing gets loose. Oh look, it's the pink lady. Crusadermon. Punctuation. Let's go. And let's save again, because now we won't have to go through the cutscene if we die.
I appreciate I appreciate that. Oh god. Why did that remind me of that post?
Miss Ray. Yeah, I thought the eaters would have gotten you by now, yet you still cling to life. So that really is your true form, then. That reminds me, this is the first time I've shown you this form. Allow me to introduce myself, then. I am the Lord of the Nightmons, made from a deviant virus type among royal knights. My name is Crusadermon. I shall snatch the shining rose of victory. This is indeed my true form. I thought she was dated. Maybe she's virus. You're the one who controls the eaters? You got into Kamishiro, aided Sueda with his work to get what you needed, continued your preparations. Well, haha. You should be thanking me. My help revolutionized that research. Yet to think that controlling digital waves would produce this much power. This is a result even I did not expect. I'm shocked that Sueda, no, any human, could come this close to the digital justice. You'd use that power to destroy innocent people? Why? How can you do such a thing? Innocent? Preposterous. You shall all reap what you have sown. The Eden network created by your father became the path, and his children opened it up. And and then the nightmare began. The years began eroding away our digital world. Punctuation? What? I purged sin of Eden creator, Satoru Kamishiro. Other sins remained. Then it was you who killed my father, after all. I'll never forgive you. Never. You humans are the ones who cannot be forgiven. How many times must I say it? Oh, there's your friend. Examon. You won't forgive them either, will you? These howling, noisome, squirming humans. Rejoice, the sins of humankind will be buried away by Examon, the Dragon Emperor. Do you think you can stop that from happening? What she said. It's the beginning of the end. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This is bad. We have to stop Examon. If we don't, the human world is done for. It'll totally work out, right? Our friends. Now, more than ever, we must all work together. I hear the voice of my true friends. The greater our urge to protect this world, the stronger we become. Mina is also fond of this world, and so I must not let it be destroyed. Punctuation? With this much power in one place, we can do it. Have you not seen the boy? He should have been headed this way. I see. He was steadily accumulating more power while evading my pursuit. We'll have to get it next time. But first things first, we fight together to stop Examon. Let's go, full war. Punctuation! So. Ah, dang it. So. I was right about the. I was like, hold on. What do you mean Crusader responds with virus? I thought there was only but one virus here. Well, I was correct. There was only one virus among the ones we had to fight.
Beautiful.
So anyways, slap this enemy. So, I just like to mention that this is, in my first playthrough, was the first fight that I found myself unable to beat.
Oh?
Yeah.
So, did you just have to do some grinding to beat it, or did it make you, like, really look at your setup?
It was like... Ow. Look, we won't be able to use ordinary means after all. It's no good, it's not working. Ixamon's getting away. Alright, I'll go after him, otherwise my master will be in for a beating. I'll go too. If we let him escape, he will have my head. I leave this to them for now. I must recuperate, Gallimon. Are you okay? I must recuperate. Period. Gallimon, are you okay? Yes, I'll pull through. I see. I'm glad you're so fresh. Oh. Hmm. So Chaz, remember when you were like, the crimes will probably be all from Arata today?
Yes.
So I think this is the crimes you're always talking about.
Cool.
Now you'll see. What he said. Punctuation! Oh, so this is the power of the Royal Knights. Ah, it burns. So, I'm overflowing with power. This power. What's up?
Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
This is it. This is the power. This is what I was after. There he goes. He just walked off.
Okay.
What's going on? What? Tell me, what is this? What is happening? Somebody say something. Somebody. Please.
Your outfit is still awful, Nokia. There, somebody said something.
Nokia watches her friend murder a man in front of her. Your outfit is still awful.
You said something. You didn't say it had to be helpful.
Tails, you're right, but I don't think this is the time.
It's the time whenever they rotate Nokia's model this way, and you can just see the side of it clearly at that bottom corner, and it truly hits me all over again what her outfit is, and by that I mean what's not there.
It's not the worst angle, because there is an angle where you can see under the jacket and just see that there's nothing there all along the side.
I think it is actually, though, it's that angle, but it's a slightly different pose, because she's leaning forward in this one. Okay. Because I know when she turns this way, it's like so much worse than the other one.
Anyways, we let Crusadermon slip away, and were unable to restrain Examon. And I lost my sworn friend, Gallimon. The operation was a complete failure. Alright, let's back to the agency and regroup for now. I guess we don't do this fight yet. Everyone's exhausted after fighting Examon. The funny thing is I didn't have any trouble at all.
The good old JRPG dissonance.
Blackboard Greymon took like 80 damage, and then, fittingly, Gallantmon got slapped for like 500 damage, and the battle ended.
Beautiful.
Punctuation, punctuation. The monster that suddenly appeared in Odaiba is currently flying over Tokyo, wreaking extensive havoc throughout the city. The government has issued a state of emergency, called in the armed forces and urged extreme caution. Citizens are asked to remain calm and to not take any rash actions that might... So anyways, remember that girl whose family is moving out?
Yeah.
I hope that was like later that day.
Please.
As I feared, Examon is a grievous threat. I'm so sorry, we failed. It's pointless to regret the past. There was nothing else you could have done. Besides, all is not lost. All is not yet lost. After analyzing Examon's movements, I found that after a period of activity, he must always go into a resting state. Massive digital wave must need to maintain the incredible amount of data Examon has. You're saying Examon has terrible fuel efficiency? I would have gone with stamina, but that's a way to word it too. Something like it. And while he's there resting in the resting state, the digital wave fuels him externally via the digital line. If it's a digital line, then it must be under Crusadermon's control, right? Nod. I believe by continuing to supply the digital waves, she's controlling the partially bugged Examon in much the same way as the Eaters. Is Examon actually a Digimon that existed before this, or is it new to this game? Because if it's old, I want to know what it looks like without all the Eater corruption parts missing. Believe that by continuing to supply digital waves, controlling what's in the Eaters. I already read that. And if that's the case, cutting off the digital wave supply ought to weaken Examon and release him from Crusadermon's control. Gasp. Way to go, Kyoko. What a swift and unprecedented recovery. Truly amazing. All I can offer in return is some tasty coffee. Oh, that's not what I meant at all. Unfortunately, there's no time for that now. Let's continue the discussion. I traced back the flows of the digital waves. There's a place in Kowloon where the flows all overlap. I located this interchange as where the digital waves flow in the digital line. I'm guessing it's a control point. And Crusadermon would be there. That's a distinct possibility. I'm going. Please let me go. It would be a better plan to wait for Omnimon and the others to recover from their battle with Examon while we gather intel in the meantime. I can see that won't stop you. I shouldn't doubt you. After all, you proved your skill quite well when you acted as Yugo. Moving forward, you will need great battle skills. But no one is expecting you to work alone. Flyer will accompany you, alright? Sure. Excellent. The interchange is at the back of Kowloon level 5. It's a key location for our enemy, and our foe is none other than Crusadermon. There will undoubtedly be traps you will need to keep on alert for. Exercise all due caution, huh? It's interesting how underprepared I may have been for that fight. Because I think it actually was that specific fight that I couldn't get through.
Huh.
I think I was so underprepared that I just got like mowed down by it really badly.
Oh, damn. Also, Lyra.
Yeah.
This was like the cursed angle I was talking about, where it just shows you under the jacket and you can just see her whole side of the dress is
it's fine.
Not there.
No, it's fine. Just we gotta keep going. Okay, Lyra, let's be in Kowloon. I'm counting on you.
Lyra.
No, it's fine. Yuko, she's gotten into a tiff. Punctuation. She's not angry, she's eager. Now that she knows that Crusadermon killed her father, it's a reasonable reaction from her. Still, in her state, she could easily allow herself to slip up. Lara, keep a close eye on it for now. Punctuation. Got it. I'll follow closely and I'll follow and investigate her closely. I'll stick to her like glue, or it'll be like I'll expose all her secrets.
Stick to her like glue. We have to protect my daughter. Lord knows she's been through enough.
Lord knows she's been through enough. There seems to be a misunderstanding. I think you need to relax first and foremost. Should we maybe try that? My special herbal tea featuring a blend of 13 herbs that will help you relax. I'll make some coffee with that tea in it. Then add tofu, bananas, and strawberries. All which have stress-reducing properties. Punctuation! Herc. I'm not feeling particularly stressed right now. I think I'll pass, okay? So, see you later, Lyra. You can do it. Nokia took the hint, is now running.
My other daughter listened to me.
Punctuation. Perfect. I hope this works. Oh yeah, I remember my first playthrough. I had never reached Kowloon 5. And I didn't... Where am I going? Because it's clearly not here, because I still have the scrub boy here, like, oh, don't get any closer, get away. Kyoko, I'll leave it to you. Don't let her recite me. I'm lost. Where is she? Where do I go?
What? I know I had something I wanted to say about something in this. Oh, yeah. So, like, Arata... Do you feel... This is your second time going through this narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like sufficiently set up for his turn to evil and straight up murdering a man? It feels like there was a missing step here. Like, I got that, like, Arata, there was a certain point where I got that Arata was being set up for, like, oh, he's gonna do something that's not great. But then he just straight up joined crazy dude, where I was like, it doesn't necessarily feel set up, but it's believable and interesting. And then it just feels very, very quickly we've gotten up to Arata is straight up murdering a man and, like, giggling about it, like, completely lost him.
Well, something, I guess minor spoilers if you can put it together, but I don't think that it's missing a step. I think that the murdering a man is a step that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, that's okay. There we go. Maybe that's it, where I'm just like, everything we're set up with and the themes of this game leads me to believe that, like, Arata is going to come back to us. Like, I've never had any doubt in that. But then they've had him murder a man, and we're at a whole new level of, okay, mistake mistakes have been made, but that sure is a fucking mistake. Unless they lean really hard on the whole Digimon just turn back into eggs and are feasibly, like, can be just raised and okay again. Unless you lean real hard into that, Arata just made a fuck up that is, like, huge. I don't know, I'm just sitting here like, we sure are here at this, in this point in time. This is a thing that's happened in the narrative.
It's fine. Kind of one thing I worry about is that Digimon is pulling a Pokemon.
Oh.
That this game is pulling a Pokeani. Where, like, you know, there's that whole thing of they say they're equals, but they still are like, oh, master. So I wonder if they're doing like a Pokeani where they're saying they're equals, but narratively not treating them as equals.
Yeah.
So like they're all gonna be like, oh, it's okay that Arata murdered a man because it was just a Digimon, not a man.
Oh. Oh boy. I hate that I can absolutely see that the narratively we're just gonna brush past it. Because it's fine. It's not like it was a real person that we're dealing with. Lyra, I hate that.
It's fine. There's also one other thing that could be it, but that's spoiler, so we'll get there when we get there.
Okay. Once again, I'm praying that we just lean hard into... He turned back into an egg somewhere. Please. Please. It's such a built-in easy way to have a character like this do something screwed up, but it be entirely forgivable. Please. Please.
What were you doing, Lara? I waited for a while at the meeting place, but when you didn't show up, I went on to Kaloon 5. Please come and join me here as soon as you can. This was such an unnecessary step. Like, they say go to Kaloon 5, and I go to What's-Her-Face in the Digilab, and she's like, go to Kaloon 1, and I go to Kaloon 5, and she's like, you took too long, I'm at Kaloon 5. You could have just had me go there. Like, the player's just gonna instinctively be like, oh, we're supposed to go to Kaloon 5? There's the elevator at the start of Kaloon 4.
Yeah. Yeah. This game does seem to have a bit of a problem with that. With weird choices for, like, when it teleports you somewhere where it has you to go. And I once again want to point out want to note that it once again feels like a very Persona Light problem, because Persona will have sort of useless steps. However, the useless steps are often because the characters themselves are doing it within the narrative. Like, you'll investigate this mysterious figure that makes sense to the characters, but it doesn't really necessarily go anywhere except plant some seeds for later. But it's not a useless step because it plants seeds for later, and also because it makes sense that these characters got sidetracked by this, often because they're children and dumb. So, where it's like, this was just, we didn't need this.
Well, one of the biggest problems is it didn't say we need to go to Kaloon 4, meet me at Kaloon 1. It just was like, we need to go to Kaloon 4, 5. I went there, it wasn't letting me progress. I went to What's-Her-Face. It was like, oh, try 1. As I went there, it's like, it was a step that doesn't make sense for what the game has told you. That they just, like, only use to wave you in the direction that you already went in.
Beautiful. Amazing. Spectacular. So anyways,
it's your daughter.
My daughter.
You're late. See, I wouldn't have been late, but the game forced me to go to Kaloon 1. Anyways. The interchange should be beyond this area, but there's a wall preventing us from going any farther. There's no other way around. If we don't Don't do something quickly, or we'll lose our warrior again. Punctuation? You want me to calm down? I also may have been playing on hard mode my first time through. That may have been why I like couldn't have had a harder time with that one fight.
Why'd you play hard mode your first time through?
I don't know.
Past Lyra was like, what if I made this painful for myself?
see, the thing is, it's not an especially hard game, so I could probably play through it on hard mode.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know anything about Digimon as a game series. So I was like learning everything from scratch and playing on hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
so that's exactly why it seems like you're just like, let's make this painful in some places.
Yeah, so it was like for most of it I was decently able to manage everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was playing on hard because every boss fight in this game feels ridiculously easy compared to my original playthrough. More so than it should be from just me knowing how to play the game.
Yeah, I love that it's like so much easier, not just because of like the level easier, but because of how much more you know how to play this game. It's like no wonder that you are like to this point where you can sneeze on somebody and they are annihilated. It would also make sense as to why sometimes you've grinded and you're like, oh, I think I might have over leveled a bit if your past experience was gauged at hard mode.
Mm-hmm. I'm worked up? Me? Not. My father was murdered, and now I'm about to finally get my revenge. Of course I'm worked up. Well, what's wrong with that? You know, valid response. You're just worried about me? I didn't ask for your concern. Please don't be worried on my account. But I'm worried on my account, not yours. You really are a happy-go-lucky person, aren't you? Surrounded by friends and always smiling like a fool.
Alright, you go reel it back a little. I'm not your enemy here. We're your friend.
I'm grateful about how you saved me before. But please don't put on this weird act of pretending like we're friends now. I don't know what went on inside my head, but as far as I know, you and I are not friends. Punctuation?
So she doesn't remember the stuff in her head about needing to take responsibility and like the friendship stuff we had?
What about... I really wish I knew that line.
That's really weird. Isn't that her character motivation as of now established there?
Maybe.
And because that's her whole thing is like, going forward, I need to make up for my mistakes and I need to do this, which seems to be the path that she's taking now. So it's really weird this idea of the conversation in there.
I do think part of the idea is she's livid and not making rational thoughts and is kind of regressing on that a bit.
That, I suppose it's fair, but it's just a weird insinuation of like, I don't know what went on in my head. Like there's any way in which she doesn't remember it. Anyway, my daughter!
Your daughter! Also, there's a Naruto line that I feel like would be funny to say here, but I don't know it solidly enough to say it.
Can you say the approximation?
Something like... I think it's like when Naruto and Sasuke first meet in Shippuden, and Naruto's like something along the lines of, "Did our bond mean nothing, Sasuke?"
God, that's been ruined for me.
Is it the SpongeBob thing?
Maybe. Maybe it's the SpongeBob thing.
So yeah, that one.
The crying Patrick. So anyway, my daughter.
Your daughter. What was that? Anyone who could say that to me could probably be my friend. What kind of flowery logic's that? Are you expecting to win me over with some sappy words? Yes.
That's how it works in all the anime.
I like how our character made a fist bump, like she basically was saying absolutely. Huh? Good friend, you're so at a loss for words. Well, well, if it isn't acting President Kamishiro. Punctuation? Oh, look, a friend. This guy's a friend, right, Tails?
I'm waiting to see who this guy is. Oh, cool. We can murder him. There's no witnesses. He's got to go. He's got to go. I knew this dist-ass looking motherfucker needed to go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Here's the thing. I love white suits so much. Never trust a mofo in a white suit, Lyra. Never trust a mofo in a white suit. They'll have one of your core characters murdering a man when it doesn't fit in with his arc.
Is that your new status?
Never. I'll see how much of that can fit.
I hope you're doing well. Mr. Suedo? Surely there's no need for such caution. We all know each other here, no? Punctuation? Oh my, Lyra, are you upset? Might it be the situation with Arda that's troubling you? I heard about it from Lyra. What did you do to Arda? I merely offered him a tiny bit of assistance in helping his wishes come true. Consequently, it also made my wishes come true. On the whole, it's very good for our relationship. That's no answer. What the heck happened to him? Let's just say I assisted in his evolution. He wanted power, great power at that. But even if such was available, there would be a limit to how much his body could handle. Thus I recommended assimilation with an eater. Punctuation. He accepted my recommendation, assimilated with an eater, and obtained the great abilities because of it. The eaters program data to store information. Arta can now absorb data and increase his power. His body is slowly being altered so that he can bear it. It appears he's gained some enhancements due to the sudden increase in his power, but it's not anything to worry about, so just relax. Yuka, the data from your assimilation with the eater was very helpful. Huh? I'm glad I monitored your status on the sly. What happened to you? You were completely overtaken, and yet here you are. Have no concerns on that point. Adjustments were made and conditions set to clearly prioritize Arata. Punctuation? What's this? Why are you so angry? At what? And at what? He has undergone the evolution he wished for. You wouldn't deny him his wishes, as the real world does with its limitations and impossibilities. Punctuation? Mr. Suedo, were you aware of Miss Ray's true identity, and did you help her regardless? I noticed her physique was something other than human, but there was no way of knowing that she was the Digimon known as Crusadermon. Moreover, her actions have caused me quite a bit of consternation myself. She is attempting to bring about not only the end of the human race, but the world itself. This is quite out of line with my wishes. It's simple, reckless violence on her part. My vision is to the evolution of our world, not its destruction. Therefore, I have a proposal for the two of you. Although our final goals may differ at the present, our objectives should be aligned. Would you therefore consider a partnership? A partnership with you? The program she's using to control digital waves is a program I originally wrote. Accordingly, it would be a trivia matter for me to render it harmless. However, I would be completely helpless should Crusadermon attack me. So until our objective is met, I'd like to hire you as my bodyguards. What do you say? Punctuation. Lyra, a partnership sounds like a good idea for now. At the very least, he can be reasoned with. At least more than we can reason with Miss Ray, who might bring about the end of the world any moment. What's up?
Just this, there's something about the whole, like, at least he can be reasoned with stuff while he has that face on screen. That wide open manic smile was just like, as he's staring at us, where I'm just like, I just want to like look at you and be like, are you sure about that?
My, thank you. Well then, let's get moving. Shall we proceed? Tails, just like you said, the enemy of my enemy.
Yay! it's the fun part of that. Before we go back to being enemies, and I get to yell at him for being terrible.
That's the interchange. Such incredible density for digital wave behavior to be visible at such a level. If we make it that far, can we stop the flow? Yes, we just enter the shutout command directly. Doing that will block the digital wave flow and should halt the supply to Examon as well. There are traps set up through the area. An interface field is jamming communication with the outside too. How very thorough. Then does that mean that Crusadermon is hiding somewhere in the area after all? I do seem to be detecting a large data mass. I don't know if it's Crusadermon, but it's certainly one of the entities known as the Royal Knights. Punctuation? Alright, I've been through here recently. Let me see if I remember the right way. Ah, Digimon. Infamon. Like from the movie. Do your thing. Haha! I did it. I won.
Oh, you did it!
Anyways, I don't need this. Darkness lies ahead. Think you're a great hacker. You know not to underestimate what looked like nothing at all. It's just a collection of data. It's easy to forget with the barrage of data sent to Avatar's 5 senses, but this is not the real world. Okay, so they do have all the senses working well. The place you thought was a path can suddenly become something completely different. Darkness lies ahead. If you're a skilled enough hacker to be able to decrypt this log, you should be able to figure out what that really means. Left to right, Tails.
Right.
Tails, you failed me.
I'm sorry. To blame my brain. I'm right-handed. That's why I went with it.
Huh. Alright, Tails. Up or to right again?
Right again.
You did it.
I did it.
We made it through safely. Yes, I'm certain that these wicked traps could only have been set by Crusadermon. Probably in order to buy time. They're underhanded as well as malicious. Miss Faye's personality seems to be showing through. Punctuation. What are you laughing at? Punctuation? Should we say you weren't far behind in the personality game? I finally got a glimpse of the real you? Or that's it, I'll call you Yuko the Black-Hearted.
Which one of these is least bad?
I'm guessing I finally got a glimpse of the real you?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Something about the ellipse with that expression.
Yeah.
And then she just looks away. Like the pose is the same, it's just her eyes are looking away from us now.
Okay.
Tails, they forced us to be mean to your daughter.
Has my daughter not gone through fucking enough? Like,
Alright, Tails, up or down?
It doesn't matter. We were mean to my daughter. Up. Nowhere to go but up, I hope.
Tails,
That's not true.
Tails, you failed me.
Huh. I was gonna say that's not true because we've seen what else they can do to my daughter, so there's absolutely terrible places to go. The weird thing is, it's not like it was the greatest thing, but the writing points, other than the grossness, they've been solid enough at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, why is it all going so wrong so fast at the end? Go down. Because they're
failed me,
gonna...
Tails.
God damn it. Yeah, it's like, just, why does it suddenly feel all bad? But white suits are nice, very clean, very trustworthy. They can have my firstborn child. Happy, you've seen what he does when he's put in charge of a child, Happy? Happy, do you just not care about your firstborn? This is Happy's way of saying I don't want to be a parent, is saying that guy can have my firstborn. Do down again, Lyra.
Happy wants her firstborn child to become all-powerful.
Also, there's always more they can be put through. No.
Well, yes, but also no.
No. Yes, you're right, but no, you shouldn't fucking say it. Not with what my daughter has gone through. Oh my god. It's honestly it feels like the problem they're having is a narrative that is very kind of generic good shonen anime style stuff. Mm-hmm. But then every once in a while they really want to be edgy, so like Arata kills a guy and everything that happened to my daughter. Mm-hmm. But it has no interest or ability or interest to like really go into what the fuck that entails for this character or like their narrative or the weight it puts on what they've done. So we just could go right back to happy cute shonen stuff. It's like, no, you can't you can't you can't do this.
Left to right, Tails.
Left.
Down or back to the right?
Back to the right.
You failed me, Tails. How could you?
But yeah, it's just like they really want to do this cool. Wouldn't it be cool if one of the people died to Arata? And I feel like it's just not like thought through what that means for Arata, who, if this is anything to go by, like made choices to gain this power, whatever the fuck that would do to him mentally. Like I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna have it so that the bad dude like manipulated him a bit. And it's sort of there, but it really does feel like Arata made a lot of these choices on his own, which means he's pretty much completely in the wrong for all the consequences that came with it, like murdering a man. And notice tactfully, I'm trying not to talk about everything that of what my daughter goes through should mean to my daughter. You can't do that and then just be like, but the character's fine.
It's fine. Also, Tails, there's good news and bad news. The second choice I gave you, there was no right answer. Well, that's because you were wrong the first time.
I see.
And I've had the fights off this whole time, so we don't have to save. Well, I should have saved, actually, now that I mention it, but I don't have to heal.
Hi!
Woo, we finally made it. That's the interchange. I've been waiting, human child. Punctuation? Oh, it's you. Digimon with huge spear. It is as Crusadermon predicted. Thanks to being among you humans for so long. I am Craniumon. I've sworn fealty to King Drazel. You shall not pass. Insert Gandalf voice here. Where's Miss Ray? Where's Crusadermon? I need not respond. You are all to perish here. Half a man, there's something I'd like to ask. Do you mind? Mr. Suedo? Suedo, the human who assisted Crusadermon? The one who failed to catch on as he betrayed his own kind? How pitiful. The facts are a little different than that. Well, we can quibble over trivialities later. What I mean to ask Cranemon is, do you share Crusadermon's desire to see our physical world destroyed? King Drazel's will is destruction of the human world. I do not intend to reap the lives of the other organisms. I see. Well then, my request of your assistance? Punctuation? What do you mean? I would like to prompt humanity's evolution. Evolve our species from our pitiful, wretched existence into a form that can appreciate the utterly beautiful world that will soon be. Once that occurs, mankind can live side by side with you, Digimon, without an issue, I should think. What do you think? It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to aid in the evolution of a species. There's no greater hand or chance for an intelligent life form than this. You'd surely like to help, yes? I cannot comprehend this. You speak nonsense. I have no answer for you. No matter what your request, to help you would be to help the humans. That would be the same as betraying King Drazel's orders. You ask the impossible of me. What's this? Blind obedience? How foolish. How dare you? You would mock my fealty? You have given up all thought and lack your own sense of will, and that is beyond deplorable. You would halt the gears of a turning world? Curse you, you go too far. It is a pride and honor to owe fealty to King Drazel. Mocking that is unforgivable. With my something or other, I shall crush you and your nonsensical words. My, since I've angered you, I apologize. Well then, I'll leave the rest up to you two. I'm particularly ill-suited to roughhousing. Oh dear, he's coming? Punctuation, so. That was fun.
The way he, slid so quickly behind you two is, really funny.
Oh, this guy's a vaccine.
He sure doesn't look it.
Yeah, right?
Anyway. Also, one other thing I needed to bring up is, narratively, I feel like our two characters, or at least us, the player character, should have a lot more issues with this dude, considering what just happened and the fact that Arata murdered a man, and I won't stop saying that Arata murdered a man, because this dude is the one that led Arata down the path that led Arata to just straight up murder a man.
In fairness, I think we're supposed to, and it just doesn't come off because we're a bad silent protagonist.
That's fair.
Yeah, because it felt like Yuka was supposed to be dragging us along for something we didn't really want to do. Because she would cared more about getting revenge on Crusadermon.
Yeah. Fair. They didn't have enough of kicking up a fuss.
Something which wouldn't be a problem in Hacker's memory, because while the protagonist doesn't talk much, if they had grievance with something like that, they absolutely would speak up.
The thing that games like this forget about silent protagonists is that no matter what, your protagonist is going to come off as having a personality. No matter how silent you make them, the way the narrative forms around them means that we're going to be able to and naturally infer things about them. When you put them in here, you're supposed to help a silent protagonist. It can still be like a self-insert experience, but it's supposed to be a guided one. You are helping shape the character as they go, and you're given a little wiggle room on how they tackle it, but they're still tackling a problem. And it drives me nuts. It's just no, it's a blank protagonist. It's you. However, they're still kind of perky and silly, and they're still lighthearted and goofy and this, but no, it's just a silent protagonist, and you don't understand that that's not how that works. This character has a personality. Yuko just straight up told us that this character has a personality. We see it in things like trying to cheer up Yuko and failing, and the awkward way we react to that. But then they try to treat it as though, no, this character has no personality, so you get this awful disconnect and this awful half and half of both. And every game developer needs to look at Persona 5's Joker, who still manages to very concretely have personality, even with all the different options you get. One of them being absolute mayhem gremlin, which is an important personality to allow your silent protagonist to have.
False's End.
I don't like that. I don't like the sound of this. Ooh. Lyra, you also didn't like the sound of that. But yeah, it's there's a whole art to making a silent character, but it feels like so many developers treat it as like easy mode, don't gotta think about it. They're just silent, you put in a few answer options, and that's all you gotta do. You don't have to think about it anymore because they're silent protagonists, and I'm gonna fight forever about the fact that that's not how that works.
Ooh, I really did not like that last hit he did.
You sure didn't.
I just healed and really brought me back up to half. I don't think I have anything to heal me for just heal like one person.
Let's see. They manipulated the bad guys into manipulating them into murdering a guy. Very man, extremely IP'd. 31. This is fine. No, it's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. 30. It's 31 points of fine.
What do you think of Suedo's in front of them?
That's white suit dude, right?
Yes.
So typically, I kind of love the archetype he fills. He's earlier on came off as that kind of insane that's really fun to me in a bad guy character, and I love when you have characters that are like, I'm working with the main big bad like antagonistic force, however I have my very own set personal goals. He's a very fun archetype, but unfortunately it's now very muddled because he led Arata to murdering a man. And so he's much less fun now. It's fine if he wanted to murder a man, but dragging in a child character that ostensibly we are supposed to and do like into murdering a man and going crazy and all of this, it's like a threat that is always there in the back of your head, but they made it very explicit, so now I don't like him. Like, could someone like Colrez in the Pokemon games do something this level of fucked up? Yes, but Colrez is normally the one I would think to do it and not our child protag, so it hits a little different. But I liked him a lot. I now want him to get away from everyone, especially my daughter. Tails, you have 2 daughters. Which one? Both. Both. I want him far away from both of my daughters.
It occurs to me, is Paildramon strong enough to evolve yet?
Also, Happy's like, Tails can't stop thinking about murdering a man. No, because it was such an extreme step that really changes a lot about Arata's storyline now, and I just get the feeling that that's not going to be remarked upon like in a way that it should.
To think I could lose and be beaten so soundly. My heart was rife with confusion and doubt. I feared that these feelings, mere slivers though they were, could not be misgivings about King Drazel or Leopardmon and his companions, but indeed they were. That was my true weakness. You should have said something about it earlier. That is something to take joy in, Cranamon. Processing weakness and harboring doubts show that you have your own free will more clearly than anything else. That is an unmistakable change. I can positively affirm that. Ugh. What a hateful yet strangely delightful existence you humans have. You're beyond my comprehension.
Y'all are weird. You deserve each other.
Oh my, he disappeared. How sad and futile. Your words are brazen. Was that?
Sir, please. I'm already struggling to still like you. Please stop talking.
You planned for it to go this way, didn't you? I won't dispute it. The facts are facts. Regardless, sad necessities are still sad.
I don't like you get fucked by Ease is happy.
Well, we've cut the supply. Examon should begin to lose power. Mr. Suedo, were you also involved in my father's death? If so, then I have to. Your father's death was a tragedy. Your father's vision for Eden was truly wonderful. He was one of the very few men I've ever held real respect for.
We're just gonna believe him, aren't we?
No, it's fine. I still regret I was unable to halt Crusader Moon's rampage. I also know the pain of losing a family member. Crusader... How you feeling, Tails?
Oh, fuck off! Are we supposed to feel bad for you now? Game!
Crusader Moon said that the Eden my father built is what brought ruin to the digital world. She said that my father and his children were guilty of sin, and that we shall reap what we have sown in the form of humanity's destruction. Is that really true? You must know the truth of what happened. Please desist. It's enough that only Arata should recover his sad memories. And yet, if my vision is ever to be realized, all humans will be freed from sadness. Myself, you, those you hold dear, and Arata as well, of course. I must drive out the grief from this world. All grief, all causes of grief, and all possibility of grief. Gone for good. Humanity and the world itself will evolve, guided by my own hands. That's crazy. You must be insane. There's no way that's possible. You're right. It's not possible. No. This is also a sad fact. Until we meet again, as I'm sure we will. There he goes. The end of grief, the evolution of humanity. Those things simply aren't possible. He's nothing but a bratty child. Yet he didn't seem like he was murmuring pipe dreams, or like he was insane. I can't understand him. Punctuation. How you feeling, Tails?
A bratty child. Sure is a way to talk about the man that is most directly responsible for our Arata's state than Arata himself. This needed to come before Arata murdered a man. Are you kidding? Not even that, before we saw Arata in this absolute fucked up state he's in. Like, if you were trying to set up having sympathy, or that it's one of those, his goal is supposed to be something that it's like, it could be a good goal, but it's fundamentally misguided, or he's going through like the ends justify the means, and that's the argument, because Arata is so messed up and murdered a man who had like friends and loved ones, and was a member of our team, if only a short while, but was a member of our team. And Arata killed him in cold blood thanks to Suedo's actions. And he's now, like, the thing is, he's like a bratty child.
Also, I guess this is the thing that you were like, don't say it can't get worse because you've already forgotten something that got worse. It's funny because I know exactly why I forgot this too. It's because I had Gallantmon as a part of my team in my other game. So I was just like doodle bopping up there with Gallantmon in my party, like, oh yeah, of course Gallantmon is fine the whole time, completely forgetting about this.
I'm just like, and there's like, it's a bratty child. Yeah, maybe before the stuff that started with Arata, I would have absolutely been down for that characterization of he's like a bratty child, like he's super smart, but emotionally and like in a real world sense, he's like a bratty kid who can't just accept that things aren't the way he wants and is therefore trying to force them. But we have escalated so beyond that point with the fact that Arata is in like an immense amount of danger because of how Suedo has led him, and the fact that Arata's actions reflect on Suedo. Like, we are so far past being this, oh no, he lost someone too, and oh, he's just like he's an insane bratty child, and like they have this air about talking about him as though he's not an incredibly legitimate threat that he is. Like, he is a force within this narrative at this point, and a genuine threat, and the way that conversation just frames him as nothing to worry about from a character like Yuko, who I feel like would at least recognize at this point that he is more than a bratty child, is fucking bizarre. And once again, it goes to me of, they added in killing a Digimon with no interest in the narrative repercussions that would give. Like, this is a reaction from a story where the elements that we saw did not happen the way they did.
It's fine. Look, Kyoko's here, saying we did nice work. You might have stopped the digital wave supply to Xmon, but given sheer data volume, we're not liable to see a big effect right away. For now, we'll have to wait and see. I must be going then. Goodbye. Oh, and Lyra. I'm sorry for the nasty things I said earlier. I was stuck thinking about Miss Ray. I wasn't in the right headspace. Punctuation? You know, when we met, when I had all that? What, you don't know what I'm talking about? Never mind. Punctuation? I said never mind, just forget it. Punctuation? You're something else, Lyra. I said forget it, didn't I? I'll make you forget. Which would you prefer, hacking or a crowbar? So you're forgotten then. Alright, no problem. I must be going then. Goodbye once more.
Look at the canon way that the player character is an airhead and happy-go-lucky, as the narrative is explicitly called out, and look at this character that they're treating like it has no personality. Also, hey, somebody redeemed a stretch and a hydrate, Lyra.
Oh no. Stretching takes effort.
No, it's fine. It's good for you.
Are you proud of me, Tails? I've drank most of my water and there's been hardly any hydrates.
I'm so proud of you.
Something happened? Oh ho, you summoned her Yuko, the black-hearted version. Perhaps it's her doppelganger or something. No, if that were the case, she couldn't talk to us. Doppelgangers can't go open their mouths. They can't.
What?
That must be a Japanese version of them.
Yeah. Huh.
Then my next guess would be Billocation. She'd create another copy of herself through force of will. But by and to what end? Fascinating. It also might be an expression of her persona. Everyone knows that. Wait. Everyone knows that she grew up wearing several different masks. Is this like an actual persona reference?
It feels like it. I was trying not to say, hey, so Persona Light is a thing.
Does Persona 4 have that too?
Yes and no. The whole thing about Persona, it does mention masks. There is a bit of a mask theming. It's not as strong as it is in Persona 5, but it is still there.
Okay. Yeah, because the one thing I worry about this is the PlayStation 4. I believe the Switch version is from 2019 and the PlayStation 4 version is from 2017. But I think it was originally on the PSP? No, the PS Vita. And I think that version came out in 2015, which might be a little too far back for Persona 5.
Yeah, no. If it's based on a Persona, it's Persona 4, because Persona 4 actually had the element of entering the other space via a television or other electronic items. That's how they got into their metaverse. That was one of the initial things. I was like, I see. So we're going Persona Light. Got it.
Beautiful. The daughter of a CEO, the leader of a hacker team, the unhappy girl growing up alone. It wouldn't be much of a stretch for her to use these abilities to serve her in the real world. Huh. This has gotten interesting. This is how a mystery case should be, rife with riddles. Oh no, she's playing too many video games again. What now? Ego searching isn't really my thing, but apparently now there's a Nanako bulletin board. Huh. And do we actually have more side missions? No, we didn't. We already did them all. So I guess we should have done the plot first and then those.
Whoops. Good, because you were wrong, Bipple. We're all done.
All done. Although I do want to go to the thing to check on what Digimons I can Digiman. But first, I think I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I can practice my ability to do mid-rolls now.
You can practice your mid-roll abilities, Tails.
I have that kind of power.
Are you ready to use your power?
I am about ready. Yes. It's so weird to have a creator dashboard that's just not mine.
All right.
All right, and are you ready, Lyra? Yeah. Are you ready to go?
I am. Be right back.
Woo. Haha. Oh wow, it has a whole countdown too. Oh right, I need to entertain all you people with ad block. You rude people with ad block. And by that I mean me. I'm a rude person with ad block. God. Well, I suppose in theory it can't go any worse than it did yesterday. So, everybody, you've listened to me rant now. How are you all feeling about Suedo and Arata and how he definitely murdered a man that narratively should have been considered murdering a man? So, oh, another thing I forgot to bring up with Persona, with it being like Persona that made me think of it, the main color theme of like Persona 4 is yellow, and the protagonist of this game's entire outfit is based on yellow. And I don't know, it just bothers me. So, and honest to goodness, a lot of like the really messed up stuff that happens to the characters in this game that's just not commented on. It really does feel like they were looking at Persona, because those moments seem like they would be Persona things, but does not desire to go into them the way Persona sometimes does. God, the real joke I should be making about how it's Persona Light is how it's like, let's take these really messed up things and then not talk about them properly. But I suppose at least with Persona games, usually there's a light nod in the direction of talking about them. It just doesn't come to a satisfying conclusion, because the ending of most of the more modern Persona games is society is fine as it is actually. So it talks about it a bit, but doesn't want to challenge it in the end. Whereas in these games, it's just like, let's not talk about that. It's fine.
What was that?
So, hello. Welcome back, Lyra.
Thank you.
Aww. I was discussing other ways in which this game kind of made me think of being Persona Light, in that it's the issues Persona will bring up messed up stuff. Like the messed up stuff they've brought up in here is not out of place in a Persona game. However, Persona will talk about it at least a little bit, even if the conclusion it comes to is usually very unsatisfying, or it'll peter out. This one just is like, let's not talk about it at all. Also, the main color theory of Persona 4 is like, it's wrapped a lot around the color yellow. And I just like realized, oh right, the protagonist of this game, their initial color scheme is yellow. So
Beautiful.
it's perfect. It's wonderful. It's Persona 4 Lite.
Yes. Now we can digivolve our friend.
Happy, I'll fight you. Also, I still do love Lyra that you're just like, no, it's fine. Nothing like this crazy bad happens again. This is Lyra in the future with Gallantmon. I see.
In fairness, it wasn't as crazy bad.
True. You were correct in that.
It is the kind of bad you'll see in more stories. The wanting there to be murder, but not wanting to deal with the consequences of it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the stuff with the worst thing is the stuff that happened with Yuko specifically. It's very
What?
Persona.
What?
What's up? Mode change? What's that? I've temporary banned Happy so much. It's like my most recent. It's taking up the whole like most recent mod action things on my mod view setup. I would just like to note that.
Beautiful.
Also, on a random note, I still love Nokia with all my heart, and I'm very upset to see how upset she is about Arata, but she's still solidly doing pretty good for me.
Yeah.
I enjoy her presence as a character. I like her very much. The only weird thing is, it still feels like that her story and stuff is what you'd want to put on the player character. But
something Nokia is actually the main character.
It really does feel like that. And with Arata as a deuteragonist, like it really does feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remembered something.
Oh?
Okay, remember when earlier you were like, okay, we did all that, let me save now, so if anything happens in this boss fight, we don't have to repeat the cutscene? And I was like, oh no, why did it remind me of that? The thing it reminded me of was a Tumblr post where it's like, you're at a boss fight, but you're angrily mashing the A button because you've died him a lot of times and you don't want to hear this again. And then somebody replied with a clip of Madoka Magica with Homer at the beginning when she's just like skipping through, like she's not listening to Madoka saying stuff to her, because later it's revealed that Madoka always says basically these exact same lines to her. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. You're right, but you can't do that.
Also, real quick, shout out to the move named Megadeth. So anyways, so I was trying to figure out which form to choose, and obviously Megadeth is the correct one.
Absolutely. Lyra, this isn't normal death. This is mega death.
That's neat, because it's typeless. Not the move, the Digimon.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I saw
is that one of those, it's not good against anything, but it's also not bad against anything?
Yeah.
Nice.
I do find it a little odd that Pokemon doesn't have a typeless
I was actually...
like actual like creatures.
Yeah,
because
I was gonna...
You go ahead. No, you.
I was gonna say, do you think that's what normal was supposed to be?
I wonder about it, but there... Maybe at the start, but there also isn't any... There aren't typeless Pokemon, but there are typeless moves and moves that do typeless damage.
Huh. Weird.
You're not who I'm looking at.
Happy says very enlivened. I want that as a move now. Thank you, Happy.
Thanks. 40. Ooh.
Mega enlivened. Oh. Oh, I forgot that War Grandmon is what is it? Virus.
Yeah.
I always forget that about that line.
Yeah, it's one of the notable things. It's funny because they were able to do it because Digimon's like a series in Tamers.
Mm-hmm.
And Takato distinctly makes Guillemon, so like as a as a middle school student wanting to be edgy, he's like, oh, it's gonna be Virus. So it like opened them up to having a main character with a virus Digimon.
It's extra funny too because he's Virus, but also definitely up until that point, I don't know about future ones, but like the most baby of like the partner Digimons for main character. Like Guillemon is such a good baby.
Honestly, the only Digimon partner I can think of that might be more baby than Guillemon, and I don't know because I haven't seen it, is actually the main character's partner in the newest Digimon series.
Amazing. But I just love that juxtaposition of, yeah, I'm cool and edgy and I'm designing this Digimon to be a virus, so it's cool. And then like you can see the baby.
The bulletin board is packed with people's grievances. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw monster shadow inside Nanako Broadway. Is that racist now?
It's fine.
Bizarre things are happening more and more. What's gonna happen to us? That detective agency's gotta be behind us. I'll just pretend I didn't read that last part. Hey, we got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on, what's this about the bulletin board? Some people are saying this place is taking it for the even weirder? Alright, sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration that they're letting out now. Which, you know, there's a giant dragon of death flying around, murdering people, so that valid concerns.
God, people really are just still chilling out in this fucking mall, aren't they?
You definitely aren't lacking in people who've got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name. What do you say? So can I talk about... I've had this Pro Controller. Like, I bought it with my Switch, so it's a full, like, 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how the joysticks on controllers, they have, like, the rubber is kind of rough for, like, traction?
Mm-hmm.
That's completely worn down on the left stick.
Oh.
That you move around on, but it's totally still there on the right one, since, yeah, it's, like, so... It's used so much less.
Yeah? Also, Happy says, can I give a virus baby to White Coat? No. No, Happy. You give nothing to White Coat.
The client is Kyoko.
Beautiful. Amazing.
This is a... Oh, never mind. It's technically not. It's just she's the one who wrote it down. This is a case from the Broadway management. There are strange rumors in Broadway. Solve them with these guys. And we can get a farm expansion plug.
Nice! More children at the farm.
I don't think that's actually the right one for that. Hi!
Oh.
Hey there, May. You're early today. Shout out to my sister. I don't know if you know, but Rosa, the Pokemon Black and White 2 protagonist, her name is May spelled like this May in Japanese.
Oh.
And my sister was like, "Oh, why'd they localize that? May is a perfectly good name."
It is. It's such a good name, in fact.
Such a good name they already used, and she was like, "Ah, that makes sense, actually." Of course, when we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club. How could we not rush over? May, calm down. You're sounding a little overeager. Sorry, detective. She's just a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I see it's all the same gang from Shibuya Hirosaki, from our Shibuya Hirosaki experience earlier as well. Color me surprised to see you all still part of the occult club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. That's all on May. After that experience, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yep, I owe it to you all now that I know there really are strange mysteries like that lurking around in the world. Just don't head in and warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days.
Like the monsters all prowling around outside? Like getting caught up with those?
No, it's fine. Those are real monsters. They're not like this occult stuff. Wait. What's up, Tails?
The narrative just really is like, it's fine. The monsters are all here. And it's business as usual also.
Honestly, I could kind of buy it before the big dragon started blowing stuff up.
Yeah, like people are just kind of trying to make do and stuff, but like a whole subsection of the city is like just wiped out, man. Like unlivable at the best like description of it because of the damage.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our friendly crew here is like, let's go take a cult photo sort of like vibe. And it's like, this is the wrong time for the filler arc.
And it's funny, like with all the other missions, there's the excuse of they're just side quests. This is a story mission.
Yeah.
I'm doing research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're up against to survive. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you out here when you're so busy. Well, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we hear the occult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job at the Inoden Occult Research Club. Yeah, well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomena going on these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? When you put it like that, isn't it obvious Nanaka's leagues apart from anything else you could call occult mech around here? Glances at the part of the city with a dragon flying around. Are you sure?
Are you 1000%?
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hoped of our vice president. Aw, May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors getting her all hyped up even more, you know. Well, what I say is still true. All sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nanako. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that's said to have blood gushing out of the mouths and eyes in the lobby on the first floor of the lobby, for starters. Off to a good start, I see. Then there's the skeleton pool, home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turn to bones overnight.
Okay.
Rumor also has it that late at night there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hidden sabbat. Why do I just imagine Suedo flying over now?
It's not an incorrect like image to have in your head.
And then you also got the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nanako for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All those things remain unsolved so naturally. Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them all already. What? You did? You already solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something weird is up, of course I'm gonna look around. That's all long in the past. Aww. And by the long faces, I didn't say the case wouldn't be up your alley. As for your board this time, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? Oh, then of course we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today. So is she basically hiring on child labor by paying them with weird investigation cases?
Yes.
Kyoko said, I pay one high schooler, that's one too many.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've already discussed, Tokyo's become a real hotbed for the supernatural. And it goes without saying that Nanako is no exception. Woo, excuse me. The results and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, so they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going around here that I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities? Okay, go on. First, I want you to figure out what's behind the 3-legged Matthew who wanders around these parts in search of something. Then I want you to look into the Kata who roams the floors of Nanako Broadway. After that, go look in the Reaper elevator, which descends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last, but certainly not least, see what you can find out about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Oh, these all sound great. This is going to be lots of fun to work on. I've given these legends names based on eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now it's on you guys to solve Nanako's urban legends, alright? What do you say? What do you say? Will you go for it? Okay, this is exciting. I can't wait to get started. Anyway, we're heading to K Cafe to formulate our panel on the double. Hey, wait! Those two sure can't contain themselves. Well, we better indulge them and head on over. Not like we have much of a choice. There they go. And I just sit here and wait for the mission to be done with you, right? Don't think you get to take it easy now. You're joining up with them too.
God. Have we not also been through enough lately?
This might be awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kind of just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Flyer's body. Control over data is slipping. Really? Life seems to have even forgot what happened here. Well now, that we're into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, might as well start on the first floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the reports of the 3-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that for now. For now, go from there. Alright, let's get to work. Have I ever mentioned that I really need to play games with less talking?
Yes, and I can't wait for you to choose your next game to have even more talking.
Hey, the next game is going to be an Ocarina of Time randomizer. If you just skip all the dialogue in those.
Fair.
I did it! I figured out a little of the 3-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was a popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll that showed up later, Lance, a diplomat became popular. At some point,
Right.
Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. Getting that sick Barbie doll lore.
Yeah.
Turns out there's an epilogue of sorts to Matthew's story. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita.
What? I need this to be canon doll lore. I would buy this doll series.
But things didn't go entirely according to plan when he tried to send a final piece to her. A single leg, because it turned out Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently been walking around with much difficulty on his 3 legs, roaming around here and there, forever searching for the memories of the good old days he and Anita once had.
I appreciate Happy in the chat going, huh? What? That's the mood.
You know, I think Monica and Kenji make for a cute pair, don't you think? Oh, but don't tell them I said that, okay? You know, after the last 2, I'm glad that's what you're thinking about.
I think they make a cute pair. Glances at the stories we were just told, you know? Maybe so.
You know, thank you for not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't think I could have handled a 3rd part to the story, or a 4th part.
So anyway, Lyra, when do we play Phasmophobia again for full spoops?
So anyways, Broadway at night feels creepy. I mean, during the day there's some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright then, on to the 2nd floor. What kind of spoops would we get here? I guess the answer to that, Tails, is when I get my new computer so I can actually have space to put it on.
Oh, good, because there's like some new updates. Like now there's a camping ground, so you're wandering around at night in like a foresty setting with the ghosts coming after you.
Man,
and there's been like 7 new ghosts added, including like creepy twin children who come after you separately. And it's great. Also, they've gone for visual updates where like the stuff that happens is even more terrifying.
So anyways,
isn't it exciting?
So anyways, now to turn our attention to Kata Kata. Well, time's wasting. Off we go.
Lyra's always like, don't. What fun games can a bunch of us play at once for the streams? And I come with this completely valid suggestion of Phasmophobia, and I can't believe Lyra's rejecting it.
In fairness, the only reason I'm rejecting it is because I literally don't have space for it on my computer.
Sure, that's okay. So the second you get a new computer, if I suggest this, you're going to make that the next get together stream.
Sure, if you remember.
Okay, I'm choosing to believe you.
From what I can tell, Kata Kata is derived from the famous Teke Teke legend. Teke Teke is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Kata Kata is therefore an altered form that Teke Teke came to adopt after many years. The name Teke Teke supposedly comes from the sound she makes when she moves with her arms. So where does Kata Kata come from? So I like how the as you may notice from Maid Girl being like, oh, those two are cute together. It's like main girl who's enthusiastic of this dude who's probably starting to like her, who's also getting enthusiastic, and the other two are just kind of here like, oh, okay. think anybody up against Spirit that could go 150 Kappa would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. Monica's such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about the cult stories and passionately about stuff. Because those two are the ones that give us new information. The one not wearing a maid outfit just kind of like sounds like she's at least listened to what the other two have said.
Mm-hmm.
And then maid outfit ghosts like, I haven't been paying attention at all. Nothing to report here. Hello, cat. Cats, plural. Hello.
Hello, cats.
I shall aim my earbud at them so you can hear. They can hear you.
I love you, cats. You're very good.
They ran off. Let's make our way to the third floor. Hey.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What's up?
How dare you?
I'm pinning this message. I'm pinning that message. I'm sharing it in your chat. You can't stop me right now. You don't have the power.
This is disrespectful.
Now all of China knows that you agreed to play Phasmophobia.
What are we going to interrupt here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and get to work, Abia. Is Phasmophobia better for mouse and keyboard or a controller?
To be honest, it's fine either way, because you just, the way you move about is deliberately like not super smooth. It kind of emulates like the tank controls of stuff like Resident Evil and stuff. So you don't really move very quickly. You don't have a lot of like, I'm trying to I'm trying to think of how to describe it, like agility and like the way that you can move and turn and stuff. So it even if it's like done with a keyboard, it's fine. Like both of them are the exact same level of fine, because you're not going to be moving very smoothly or quickly anyway.
Beautiful. You seem totally bored, Lay. You're just spotting weird stuff now. Hey, Monica. How are things going with you and Kenji? How far have you to progress? Tell me. What better time is there to talk about love than the middle of the night? If you happen to meet Katakata, she'll ask, need your legs? And if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's, I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. She knows what it's like to not have your legs, so she's like, oh, don't want to take them if you're using them.
Valid. Fair.
Oh, yeah,
honestly, that's one of the politer ghost stories there are.
Oh, yeah, I think I figured out why she's called Katakata. Katakata originally lost her legs after falling to the train toxin Hokkaido, so maybe the name comes from the sound of teeth make when chattering?
Huh.
Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? We've got one more floor to go. Surely if there's something to find on the fourth floor. Come on, let's head to the elevator. Like, to check it out and not, like, take the elevator to the fourth floor, right? Right? Okay, there's a floor there. That's right. Alright, come to us, old weepery elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 a.m. now. Why isn't anything showing up? I called out for everything, but there's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime. I think most people do. Is that too much to ask?
I want to see it. I want to do like that SpongeBob poster. It's like, I want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime and live.
It's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Oh, I never took it to be a type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. May we're getting worried about you. Why don't we take a little break at K Cafe? Is K Cafe a 24-hour shop, or are we just breaking in?
It's fine.
When we met up earlier yesterday afternoon, the owner said it was fine to use it as a break room. It shouldn't be locked. Okay.
Oh, see, literally, it's fine.
Also, I just realized, I like walked towards the exit of Nanako when this first started, and I didn't get anywhere near the door, and it was like, oh, I shouldn't leave right now. And it just occurred to me that the reason for that is because you can walk like outside of the building before you leave. And if you did that, they would have to make a night scene for there.
Yeah.
She's not gonna listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. I could rest after all that investigating. We can't. There's still Kotsu to check. We have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's just go and Cafe for a bit so we can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? Oh, but there sure is light coming from the window still, like it's all day.
Beautiful.
There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits. Nothing. Nothing. Let's cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day? Hey, you do this sort of work. I just want to see Matthew, Katakata, the Reaper Elevator, and Master Tip Tap. That's okay, May. Really, I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? Beep. Oh, what's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? Great. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko. But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop. That sound just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Tip tap. Tip tap. Oh my god. Is that the sound? No, is that Master Tip Tap? Cut it. But now it's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Wait, was that somebody's voice? Oh, what? What's going on? Why are you kids doing here? We could ask the same question. Why are you up so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I come in here to relax around this time. But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually, it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early, too. I get it now. That's why the K-Cafe owner had this place unlocked, so this guy can use it. There, what's wrong? What am I seeing? Am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What are you blatting on about? Those dentures are making a chattering noise because they're misaligned. You also came from the elevator, which would make you the Reaper. Hey, who are you calling a Reaper? The tip-tap sound must come from... No, you mean to tell me this old guy is one behind all the local urban legends here? You have to be. You have to be kidding me. Oh. May's mournful cries could be heard all throughout the building that night.
May is me. I love urban legends and stuff. I would be exactly this sad.
So it looks like you guys came through and solved all the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found out.
May could.
What's so good about it? It's just because that old guy takes his early morning walks. Perhaps, but they say truth is stranger than fiction. Yeah, real here. Who could have ever seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you're out running and solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say such strong human imaginations are key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I get it, but don't at the same time. That's just my own thoughts on the matter. What's up, Tails?
I just realized that this man is taking his early morning walks while Terrifying Dragon is out being Terrifying Dragon, and he's still just like, let's go up this large building for my 4 a.m. walk.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, it's fine. Hopefully, if you reach the conclusion that you guys have, it's giving you some things to think about individually. As promised, I believe I have my files to hand off to you as a reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. And our boundless passion and imagination. Ooh, that's a fantastic attitude to have. What's up, Tails?
I mean, you can do that and also take the files to get started. Those don't contradict each other. Kyoko doesn't seem to have the answers. She just has information, and your boundless passion and fantastic attitude in helping out with this urban legend is what earned you those results, so take them.
No, I think Kyoko did say at the start, I already solved all those.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
they deserve a better reward.
Like actually having one?
Yeah!
Oh, Kenji, that's actually kind of cool of you to say that. Perhaps I was out of line then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about... Oh no, we'll so gladly take them off your hands, Detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying attention to what's going on? Ah, I see, so May really is you.
Yep. May is me, May is my girl. I appreciate her.
So, don't you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Really, Monica? Well, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them by myself. Hey, that's not fair! Man, and here I was thinking I was acting cool for once too. Aw, Kenji, you did great. Don't let things get you down, just try harder next time. I'm gonna take off now, I'll catch you two later. Looks like it's just two of us again, Lara. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that those issues have been taken care of. Hopefully that'll improve our standing a little. Those occult club kids are something though. They're growing up so fast. Maybe one of these days they'll start to be friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right?
No. No, they're not gonna at this rate be friendly. We in like this what, like couple of months, like made our way from 0 to like a top tier cyber sleuth, and also we can still jump around like a cyber thing. No, they're not catching up to us. I'm sorry.
We're just too cool for them. What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder. This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't help pinpoint the reason why. What the? Punctuation? Punctuation? Miko? What's up, Tails?
Alright. Okay.
What's up, Tails?
The random old guy is now in story.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
It feels really late to be adding characters.
It's always interesting how mysteries often lead in time to another, but I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. How soon? Not that soon. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left Nanako Broadway, but some things are troubling him. Go find out. Although, it has been 3 hours.
It has been 3 hours, so maybe we'll check out what's up with Pete and this new character next time.
This new character. Aren't you excited?
I'm not crazy, right? It does feel a little late for this.
Maybe. Depends on where they take it.
Fair enough.
But anyways, that'll be for next week.
But before then,
I saved the game.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. And then, tomorrow, we're gonna be doing a super duper fun art stream.
Woo!
With Zebo.
With Zero, and certainly more of Zero's phrasing. It's gonna be exciting, so you don't want to miss that.
Maybe I won't miss it. Hey, Tails, want to draw my comic for me live on stream?
Thank you, but, no.
And after that, on Thursday, we're going to be streaming some King's Quest 6. Air today, gone tomorrow. Still fun to say.
Also with more Zero and more phrasing.
Hopefully more Zero, less phrasing. A girl can dream.
No, it's the whole package.
A girl,
when you have Zero as a friend, it's the whole thing.
A girl can dream.
A girl can dream, but another girl can also come in and say, "That's a nice dream, Lyra."
This is rude. How dare you flip that on me?
And then, hey, guess what? On next Friday, I'm back again.
For more Pokemon Explorers of Sky.
Aren't you excited about that, Lyra?
With my new co-host, Bidoof.
I'll do you proud, Lyra. And of course, if in case you miss any of these streams, be sure to check out the link in the chat that goes to Lyra's YouTube channel, which posts edited versions of the VODs to make them nice and easy to view.
Yeah.
So, but Lyra, there's something else you haven't mentioned yet. Where else can people find you, and how can they support you?
My super sick Patreon. You can get early comic pages, Let's Play episodes, and once a month we have a sick art stream on the Discord server for Patreons.
Do you know when that's going to be this month?
That is going to be Shuffles Papers, the 14th.
Woo! So still plenty of time to join. And it's nice and early in the month, so if you join now, you still get like the full amount out of it.
Yeah.
Something. Join, and less chance of your house burning down.
That's not threatening.
It's not at all. Since all you need to do to avoid it is join, and like you don't. You lowered all your prices not that long ago.
Yeah.
So it's simple. It's super simple to join and not very expensive.
Yeah.
How perfect. It's definitely worth something, less chance of your house burning down.
So anyways, I think that'll be all for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time. And I'll see you all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Cat.